Hi, Bruce Turner here with another Turner's Tech Tip for you. As most of you are aware, I love my Chromebook. I just happen to have the original, well, I don't know if it's the original, but the Samsung Series 3 Chromebook, and had a lot of fun setting up C720 for my granddaughter who's a college student. But anyway, always looking for ways to do different things on the Chromebook. And so one of the questions had to do with how do you do a screencast? And there was a rather difficult, complicated method where you had to be a developer, you had to be on the developer version of the software, and you had to do some other things to do it. But then I heard about an extension on Chrome called Screencastify, and I got to tell you, it works really good. Now I'm doing this demo on my regular desktop machine in order to get the quality of the video, but I can tell you that using Screencastify on the Chromebook does a really good job, and it will even capture the audio. Now I have tried a couple of different ways on doing the audio, and I would suggest to you that if you're going to do a screen capture on a Chromebook, you don't want to have a lot of other things going on, because even when I've been in a Google Hangout on my Chromebook and I try to do a screen share, it gets pretty intense because that Google Talk plugin is just a CPU hog. Come on, Google, you can do better than that. But anyway, so let me show you a little bit about Screencastify. So I've got a blank page up here on my Chrome browser, and you'll see this little icon right up here. That is the Screencastify screen video recorder. And so what you would do is you would click on that, and I can start recording. Now you can see a number of different screencasts that I've already done, and what's really interesting on these screencasts, if you hover over this, you can rename it, you can delete it, you can export the video file, and then I like this, you can directly upload this to YouTube. So it's a really quick way to, if you're on your Chromebook and you want to do a screen capture and get some information out pretty quick, it's quite easy to do that. I don't recommend this desktop experimental. It gets a little complicated. What works out best is just to do a tab, and what it will capture is just the tab. You won't see any of the bookmark bar. You won't see the tabs. You'll just see the main screen itself. If you do that, you can change the size of the screencast, and then of course here you can, if you change here, I've got it set, you can set it to no audio, to tab audio. In other words, if you're doing a tab that has audio that's being produced by a musical file or a YouTube video, let's say, or something else like that, you can actually capture the tab audio as well. Or you can set to microphone. Right now I'm set to microphone. And then on these other options, you can adjust the tab size, you can adjust the resolution, you can adjust the frame rate, and then you can check or uncheck show the mouse cursor. So anyway, it's really great. So basically the way this would work, I would go ahead and click start recording, and then I would go to a tab. Now this happens to be a website that the company I work for has developed an iOS app and an Android app called PrayerStream. And let's say I wanted to demonstrate how to build a new stream, and so I could go through this, and I would say click here. This is going to be a private stream. I can put the name of the stream in, and I could just go through all the different things about that. And then when I'm through, I would just go ahead and click the button and click stop recording. So now the recording is stopped. But you'll see there is a file here for that screencast. So let's just go ahead and do a couple things like name it. I'll just call it Prayer Stream Demo. And we'll go ahead and save that, and I could upload that to YouTube. I'm going to go ahead and export the video file, and you'll see how that right down here it created this the video file. So if I click on that, and I've got mine set to open. A website that the company I work for has developed. I've got it set to open in VLC. But I'll go ahead and pop the video through so you can hear it. Build a new stream, and so I could go through this, and I would say click here. This is going to be a private stream. I can put the name of the stream in, and I could just go through, and of course, all the different things about that. You realize and then what I'm here is that because I had it set to record the tab, it didn't actually record the tab. Well, it did record the tab, but this is the tab it recorded. But I can assure you that if I were to have started, well, let me go ahead and do that different. So let me go to this tab first, and then start. And don't you love these kind of things? So this is real time stuff. So I could go back and edit that out. But why would I do that? You need to know that you can make mistakes. So I'm going to start the recording here on the tab. And so now I can go ahead and do some of the demos. Like, let's say I went to churches and ministries, and I was going to show them how to set up a private prayer stream, which you can do, and you can embed it on your website. You can also put it on your Facebook group page and those types of things. So it's quite an interesting thing. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say website, and I'm going to click here to continue and select a ministry to associate it with. Well, I'm going to go ahead and stop this right now because I'm just trying to demonstrate this to you. So I stop the recording, and I'm going to go ahead and start some of the demos. Like, let's say I went to churches and ministries, and I was going to show them how to set up. So you can see that a private prayer stream, which you can do, and you can embed it on your website. So I'm going to go ahead and stop that. But anyway, this is Screencastify. It works really, really good. It's got some different options that you can do with it. You can check notify when audio frames are dropped, warn me when I'm recording a background tab, notify me when frame rate drops significantly, make my YouTube uploads private by default. I've got that set that way because I may want to edit them on YouTube and that sort of thing. So anyway, Screencastify, I like it. I encourage you to check it out. Works great on the Chromebook. One thing I was going to say about the recording the audio, I found that my internal microphone works really good on the Chromebook. Of course, you have to be aware of background noise. But I think one of the best options would be to use something like this Audio-Technica AT2005 USB or the ATR 2100 from Audio-Technica. Works great on the Chromebook, and you can just plug it in and you'll get great audio there. It's a dynamic mic, so it's pretty discreet about blocking out other noise. So anyway, that's Turner's Tech Tip about Screencastify. Enjoy.